Alright, the video here is just to talk a bit about tyre pressures, what we did before we went to the recent Queensland muster down at Gucci Creek. Had our Nissan Navara Warrior, we had the tyres rotated, wheel alignment at balance, and then the day before we left on the trip I decided, after watching a few other YouTube videos, just how bad different tyre pressures and etc. So I decided to get these tyre inflation devices, which will tell me what tyre pressure we're running. Also purchased them for the caravan, so I got 6. The brand's not really relevant because there's plenty of brands out there of the equipment, and just depends on what people like to use. But I'm not here to promote any particular brand, but what actually happens. So after a wheel alignment, balance, at rotation, I check the tyre pressure. These tyres, the Cooper Discovery on our particular vehicle, is supposed to be set at 30 psi. They came back 2 days after being wheel alignment, they were sitting on 39. So if we went from a 3,000 kilometre trip down to Gucci Creek and back from Cairns, we'd have a nice big flat spot in our tyres and it'd be a total waste. So I was rather shocked at that, and that was from a reputable tyre company as well. Also found out my van tyres, even though they look quite nice and high, good, solid, they were quite low too, so we've inflated them up to 50 psi. I'm going to try 55 when we put a bit more weight in the van. But what's actually happened with this particular brand, I've also installed a repeater, and that's the repeater I've mounted on the front there between the gas bottles, so we don't drop out in tyre pressure signals into the device in the car. Last trip we made down south, we actually found out that our Navara was sitting on about 16 litres 100. That's doing 92 kilometres an hour, and the speedo revs were just slightly over 2,000 revs. With the tyres inflated properly, same weights in the caravan as our previous trip, we actually found we were able to sit on 95 kilometres an hour, and the revs dropped down to 1850 revs, and our fuel economy was down to 14. So a few hills down near Gucci Creek, we did bump the fuel economy up in that area to about 14.2, but very happy. It appears we've saved at least 2 litres 100. Engine revs have come down, and the car ride, the trailer caravan ride, seems to be a lot better. So it's something worth looking at. Definitely tyre pressures, wheel alignment, balance, have everything nice and smicko. Look after your car and it's going to be good. Next thing I'm going to be talking about in another video will be weights and measures. So we're actually going down the track of doing airbag install. That'll be another video. Talk about the weights of the caravan. Just got some scales on order that will turn up, and that will be another topic. So hope this helps some people. Definitely a good investment, getting the tyre pressure monitoring devices. I can drive along the open road, peace of mind, knowing that should a tyre start to leak, I'll get a warning. It is actually quite interesting too, travelling down with the sun predominantly on one side of the car, watching the tyre pressures increase as the tyres get hot, and we found that the rear tyre of the car did get up to 37 psi, the front stayed at 34, and the caravan, when it got nice and hot, went from 50 to 58 psi. And we saw a 2 to 3 degree temperature difference from one side of the van and car to the other, and that's predominantly because of the sun. Another interesting thing that tyre monitoring devices will tell you, because these Caravan has drum brakes, Navara is also a drum brake on the rear with disc brakes on the front, we would actually, if we had sticky brakes, we'd have a hotter brake drum that would reflect into hotter temperatures in the wheel and in the tyre, so that would also alarm us out. So very, very happy with this, and hope this video is some help to some people. Might prompt you also to look at the tyre pressure monitoring devices. All right, next video, talk to you then.